Somebody will ask me, sorry, you're going to have to hit continue. Sorry about that now. I know that's annoying. It's a new setback. But you know yourselves, you won't be recorded. It's just me. It will be recorded. Unless you unmute yourselves. Unless you unmute yourself. And then you'll be in the recording. Okay, so if you want to be. Go ahead and fly back. And we'll undo a little bit. So let the whole body weight drop to the floor. And you might sigh out. And just remember that the ground is holding you. So, you know, if you feel stressed during the day, if you get very unsettled, it can be good to remember that the earth has got us. And I think that going out into nature, you're instantly reminded of that. But it's good to stop in nature, you know, stop under a tree, sit for a minute, and just see how your body responds. Inviting the whole body now to drop into gravity, to drop towards the earth. And feeling for your body's imprint, its impression. And we'll have a look inside the body. Starting at the toes, sensing and feeling. Your feet, sensing and feeling up through the ankles. Sensing and feeling into the landscape of your knees. Sensing and feeling into the landscape of your thighs. Into the bottom. And then go right down into the pelvic bowl. And just sense and feel. And you can use your hands here. Sensing beneath the heat of your hands. You can probably feel the skin of your hands touch the belly. Notice where the hand is touching the belly. And then notice the belly touching the hand. And then sense and feel beneath the layers of belly and into the contents of the bowl. So pelvis means basin or bowl. And it's a container for the most liquid part of our body. So notice how it feels in there. And maybe imagining a body of water. Whatever comes to mind, it could be a puddle or a tropical pool. Maybe imagine the color of the water. And just notice if there's any tension in your belly. Or in the abdominal wall. And those layers of muscle. So in yoga, we say that the belly should be soft, right? We learn to soften the belly and move it, not hardening it. It's very important to feel and develop that gut brain connection, to developing your sensory perception here. Allow your attention then to move up to the organs under the diaphragm. And if you have your hands there, just notice, see if you might put one hand a little bit higher up under the diaphragm, under the low ribs, and just see temperature-wise, does it feel different even? And you may not notice, but you're being curious. Maybe the sensations are different. And then you can slide your hand further up and get a sense for the heart, the lungs, the rhythm of the heart and the lungs. The weight of the arms, the weight of the shoulders, the weight of the hands. And then travel up to the throat, sensing and feeling your throat. Sensing and feeling the weight of the head, the weight of your eyes. And begin to get a sense of the whole body. Whole body in one field of awareness. Whole body breathing. Observing now your natural breath. Without trying to change it in any way, just noticing natural breath. And something you can check in with during the day. How is my natural breath? You could put both hands on the belly or one on the heart and one on the belly. It's good to observe where in the body is the breath moving. And then as you inhale, so we're beginning now to relax into the contents of the belly. And just watch your level of effort, right? So remember that relaxing is letting go. It's interesting to see how the mind approaches letting go or relaxing. Sometimes we try to force relaxing, but it's counterintuitive. So we just have to wait. We have to wait and just allow it. Allowing the belly to relax. Each time you inhale. So using an image can really help that. Or a sound. And I love the sound of the wave or the image of the wave coming in, filling the belly. And then the wave going out. We're taking our time here. Each time you inhale, inviting the contents of the belly to relax. And just observing what happens as you allow the exhalation. But focus a little bit more on the inhalation. So you're relaxing deep down into the pelvic floor. And this has such a powerful effect on the whole body, on the mind. And you probably know it's one of my favorite practices. It's one of my favorite breathing practices. Because we're all so stressed out. This really helps us to bring calm. Bring calm to the body and the mind. So allow yourself now to invite that sense of relaxation further down. Bring the wave further down towards the pelvic floor. And you begin to relax the deeper layers of pelvic floor, the interior pelvic floor towards the outer genitals, perineum, anus. Each time you inhale. And notice, keep noticing what's happening on the exhalation. So just as the inhale, just as the wave comes into the shore, reaches its peak, when it goes back out, there's kind of an undertow. Can you feel that undertow in the body? And letting the belly expand, letting the pelvic floor expand on the inhale. And really letting the belly drop back now on the exhalation. Just like the tide is coming right in. Now become conscious of your toes. But don't lose the breath. Stay with the breath. And as you inhale, we're drawing the toes back towards the knees. And as you exhale, we're pointing the toes. Very softly, and we just continue like that. Inhale, drawing toes back. Exhale, pointing toes, maybe turning the soles of the feet towards each other. And then when you're ready, exhaling, pointing toes, turn soles of the feet towards each other and begin to slide heels in. So the knees are wide. And then knees come together, inhale, and send the heels away, lengthening the legs until they become straight. So keep going. Exhale, point the toes. Drawing in the heels, the little toe side edge. Knees together and inhale, spread out. Now you could have the arms reaching up overhead. And we'll keep going. Exhale to draw in. Inhale, knees together. And straighten the legs. Maybe one more, and then we'll try one at a time. If you can, with your next exhalation, point just the right toes and slide in heel to bottom. And then as you inhale, drop the knee over to the other side and slide in the leg. So it really lengthens away from you. Exhale, draw the heel in. Inhale. Drop the knee towards the other side and slide the leg really far away. Let's do it one more time on each side. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, drop the knee towards the other side and slide on that big toe joint side, the leg really far away. So what we're trying to do here is to lengthen the psoas muscle, the deep roots of the legs. And now sliding in little toe side edge, both legs in. And we're just going to land the feet flat to the floor. We'll work a little bit with the pelvis here tonight. So working with the two halves of the pelvis. So the feet are flat to the floor under the knees. And as you inhale, can you send the knee forward? So we're just going to do one knee. So right knee, send it over the toes. And then as you exhale, so you notice how that lifts the pelvis. As you exhale, allow just that half of the pelvis to return. Right, let's do the other side. So we're inhaling, sending the left knee over the toes, and the left side pelvis lifts. And exhale, the left side of the pelvis comes back down. We really offer it back and relax it back down. I'm going to do that a couple more times. Exhale, inhale, send right knee forwards over the toes. Notice how that side of the pelvis lifts. And then exhale, relax its way back into gravity. One more time on the other side. Inhale, send the knees forwards. And exhale, relax that side of the pelvis down. And now, can you circle the pelvis, right? So remember, pelvis is a basin. So as if you had a basin and you're swishing the water in the basin around in a circle. So just one part of your pelvis is touching as you draw a circle in one direction. And move nice and slow. Just notice if there's parts of the movement that are a little bit sticky or stiff. Pay attention to those areas and go slowly through them. So sometimes parts of our movement in the hips can be really silky and smooth, and then other parts can be a bit sticky. So we want to unstick the sticky parts. Change direction. So if I ever have back stiffness, this is the kind of very subtle movement I would start my practice with. Just to warm up the low back, sacral, where the spine meets the pelvis there. And now one more movement. Well, two more movements. So the next movement is curling the tail down as we inhale so that the low back arches away from the ground, and then turning the tail. And so we often do this one. Inhale, curling the tail down. So you can imagine the water in the pelvis moving towards the bottom, towards the pelvic floor. And then as you exhale, turning the tail up, imagine the water gathering in the low back as you press low back into the ground. See if you can coordinate that with the breath. Inhale, relaxing pelvic floor, turning tail down. And exhale, turning tail up, allowing low back to rest. Okay, let's just do that one more time. Inhale, turning tail down. And exhale, tail up. And I'm putting all of those movements together. Let's do the figure of 8. So as if you're swishing the water in the pelvis in the figure of 8. And I think most of you know what I'm talking about. You've all seen me do this before. I'm just going to sit up and draw the figure of 8. Right? It's like an 8 on its side. Or an infinity sign. Swishing the water in an 8. So we're putting all of the movements of the pelvis together. And then go in the opposite direction. Again, try to be aware of sticky parts or parts that aren't very clear in your sensory perception. So slow down. Spend time with those parts that aren't very clear in your perception. And allow the movement to gather a little bit of momentum here. And let your knees be loose. So if you can see me, I've stepped the feet a little bit further apart as we continue the movement. I'm going to turn this eventually into a windshield wiper. So you can take the arms out, arms facing up. Right. And then eventually you feel like, okay, we're going to lose the figure of 8 and let the water pour from the pelvis towards the knees. Inhale, knees back up. So moving with the breath. Exhale, pouring the water from the pelvis towards the knees in the opposite direction. Let the head flow away from the knees. Inhale. Let the water gather in the back body. Exhale, pouring the water as the knees flow over, the head rolling in the opposite direction to knees. Just keep it going. Inhale, really resting back body. Exhale, nice fluid movement. And see if you can stay with the breath. Okay, so we're going to begin to change the movement now, letting your head and knees flow in the same direction. So as if the water, our liquid bodies are filling the whole side body. Inhale to return back. And as you exhale over to the other side, I'm rolling to my left. I'm going to let the right fingers trail in an arc over the crown of the head and then trail back. And to see if you keep your attention with each tiny part of the movement. Letting your head roll, so you might even roll onto your forehead. And we're inviting the whole body to be really heavy here, really letting go as much as you can in all parts of the body so that you're releasing. This is a great opportunity to let go of tension, holding. And then when you roll over onto the side, put the top hand down. Lift the head, right? Notice the neck muscles contract to lift it up, and then exhale down and go to the other side. And do the same thing. And we're going to go higher and higher each time we roll to the side. Lift a little bit more, right? And you all know this pretty well, so make it really fluid. Keep your attention nice. Keep your attention with each part of them. Maybe in the next one or two, you'll come all the way up. That's it. Now, the challenge is, can you stay, right, go back down. So when we come up, do you notice how the attention breaks? We're like, okay, that's it, it's over. We're going to do something else. So go back down and roll to the other side and see if you can keep your attention, right? Through the transition, right? So you're transitioning, so you're coming up. Is you present? Are you present? Are you present? Are you conscious? Are you conscious? Right? How have I come up? Right? See my knees, I'm going to take the hands back. Right? And then slowly bring the knees up. Right? So my attention is fluid. My attention is fluid. Are your knees up? Okay. So try this, and I know for some of you this might not work. Walk the hands in. All right. Walk the hands in. Bring the head forwards. Bring the hands forward. And then come up. Come up. Fluid attention, fluid attention. Now notice the desire to fix your trousers. Do you feel that? Okay. So we're going to explore the fluid body, fluid body. Come to the feet though, come to the feet. Bring the heels a little bit closer and big toe joints. And just balance up the feet. And maybe imagine your feet like sort of octopus suckers. So which parts of your feet are touching? Lift the toes and see if you can feel which parts of my feet are touching. Where is the arch? Where is the space not touching? Maybe just do a little bit of wriggly seaweed toes. And now I'm adjusting my pants. I just can't resist. But I'll just do it consciously. Do it consciously. Notice. And feel the fluidity of your body. Allow the fluidity of your body. But no, where is the center? Can you feel the bones? Right? So can you find the support of your right leg and your left leg? And try to bring them into balance. Can you feel the support of the pelvis? And you see the way it kind of goes blue, 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 blue. Right? We're always going a little bit wobbling from side to side, but then we come back into center, come back to balance. Right? Maybe it's easier to do this when you're sitting down, but maybe circle the heart a little bit, get your spine to wriggle so you can feel it. Your seaweed-like spine. Head on the top of the spine and relax your shoulders. Ah. Okay. Come back to the breath. Inhale, relaxing. And exhale, rising. And we'll coordinate that with the hands. Inhale, reaching up through the hands. Come off the heel. And exhale to come back down. Lift the toes. Okay, 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale down. So just keep your attention on each part of the movement. That's your challenge tonight. Inhale, up we go. And this time we're exhaling down. So bend your knees, send your tail back, pour out your spine. Drop the head. Inhale, come halfway up. Now stay there and just let your spine, right, like your vertebrates, like your fish, go from side to side. Take a breath, and with your next exhale, go down. Inhale, step the right leg back. Come down on the knee, right, tuck the back toes under. With the next in-breath, up we go. Opening the arms back, look up, exhale, down, drop the head. So 2 more. Inhale, rising up out of the support of the leg. Exhaling down. And 1 more. Inhale. Full breath. Exhale down. Come off the knees, step back with the left leg. And just balance up now, weight between the feet and the hands. Pelvis is like a buoy. It's like a float. Exhale, just tipping your left hip towards the ground. But stay buoyant. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, right hip over, staying buoyant. Now, if you want to work a little bit more into the sideways muscle or into the abdominal muscles, you can come onto the tops of your feet. Okay, I don't think I can handle that tonight, but if you do, those of you who want to work the tummy, tip your waist again towards the left. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale over to the right. Inhale, come back to center, exhale down. And now 3 cat-cows. We're going to rock back, rounding the back body. And see if you can keep that wave-like motion. Opening your hands fully. Inhale. Becoming the cow, the head and the tail rising. And drop your tail as you exhale now. Round the back body. Like a swell in the ocean, going back. Inhale to come forward. So let's do 1 more. I'm not going to call the breath. Can you really feel your breath? And then last one, your choice. If you want to do 1 more cat-cow, or if you prefer to do a cobra, be a swell in the ocean as you come forward. So rounding the spine as you come forwards. And then as you come forward, keep the pelvis buoyant. Move your head. Move your spine. And then go back. Like a swell in the ocean. So have just a little play. Be a wave. Open the hands then. And prepare for your dog. Exhale to send your tail up and back. Okay. When you're ready, just have imagine your pelvis like a buoy here or a float, right? And you're sending it up, right? It's floating at the top of the ocean, but the head is dropping down. It's the anchor. And your spine is like the chain. Right? So let your pelvis move around, move from side to side. And the legs are just like seaweed. They're nice and light, floating away in the current. Oh, now you can let the knees bend as you go from side to side. Now we're going to come forward with the pee the dog movement. Okay, so you can do this in your downward facing dog if you feel confident doing it that way, or you can do it on your hands and knees. So with your in-breath, lift that right leg up and back. And as you exhale, take the knee out to the side. And bring it towards the armpit. Inhale to go back the same way. Now again, can you keep your attention fluid here? Exhale, bring the knee out to the side again. Under the armpit. Inhale, one more time back. And this time as you exhale, preparing to step. So as you're preparing to step, round the back body, so you have lots of space to step the foot between the feet. All right, 3 breaths here. Inhale, up we go. Rising out of the support of the legs, exhale down. Inhale, go up the spine. Exhale down, and one more. Inhale. Exhale, going down. And get ready now to step forwards. Prepare, like get bouncy. Right? Feel the bounce, baboing, baboing. And then see if you can step forwards nice and light. Right? Before we come up, right? Be a fish again. Swishing your spine from side to side. Go down. And we'll come up with the roots of your heels planted, drop the tail. Let's roll up the spine. Roll up the spine. Open out. Lovely. Now, can you come back to center? Feel the fluid body, but come back to center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Drop the head down. We're going to take 2 more breaths. Inhale up. Exhale, feeling your breath. Dropping the head. And with this one, we'll fold. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, folding from the waist. Drop the head down. Inhale, come up. And sway your spine from side to side. Shrug your shoulders. Taking a breath. And with your next exhalation, go down. Inhale, step the left leg back. And come down on the knee. Now, you can, if you like, you can do a little bit of practice like what we did last week. Right, we're going to turn and twist to the same side 3 times. If you want, you can stay down on the knee. If you prefer, you can lift the knee, but not the hip, okay? Inhale, reach up, and exhale, turn to the right? Turn towards the thigh. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, turning. If you're lifting the knee, don't lift the hip. One more. Inhale, bend the knees, you reach up. And exhale, open your seaweed arm. Lovely. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale, step back. Right, keeping the pelvis nice and buoyant. Exhale, tip your hip to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, tip the hip to the right. Now, probably all feeling this, but if you want to ramp it up, you can come onto the tops of the feet. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, tip the hip to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, tip the hip to the right. Let's do it. Inhale, back to center. Your pelvis like a float. Exhale, go down on the knees. And angry cat, like a swell in the ocean. Re-round that spine as you rock back. Now, your choice. You can do 3 cat cows, or if you want to, you can play with 3 cobras. The most important thing is that you're sensing and feeling into your body. Right? This will change the quality of your movement. Right? See if you can continue to remind yourself to sense and feel your own experience. If you're coming into the cobra, keep the pelvis light and have a little wriggle, right? Maybe move the head and doing it in your own way so it's good for your body. Now, the next time you return, and take your time to finish up what you're doing, prepare for the dog. So you might be opening the hands, and the hands could be like the octopus suckers here, right? Can you feel where the fingers meet the palms? Suction on there. Send your tail up and back. And again, let your pelvis sway from side to side. Now having a little dance in the waves. Like it's really high, but the head is heavy. Maybe figuring a eight with the tail. What if you change your attention to moving the tail? Does that change your experience? Change the experience of the spine, feeling the spine to head, tail to head. And now we're going to get ready to come forwards through the pee the dog movement. So stay in your dog if you did for the other side, or come down on the knees if you did for the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, take the knee slowly out to the side. So that's the bit that's going to strengthen the hip. Under the armpit. Inhale, back. Same way, circling it out to the side. Exhale, circle the knee out to the side, under the armpit. Exhale, send it back. And this time we're going to come all the way. Step the foot between the hands. Now either keep the knee completely down as you twist, or keep the hips low and straighten the leg as you inhale, reach up. And then as you exhale, twist, dropping the knee towards the ground. Inhale up. Exhale to turn and twist. Inhale one more time. And exhale to turn. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. And get ready. Right, so you're bouncing. I've stepped the foot in a little bit so I can really feel the spring of the back leg. We're boing. We're boing. And then can you step forwards really loud, lightly. Take it off. You know, Van Morrison's song, he says, stepping lightly. You know that song? Ballerina, I think. Okay. So you're swaying from side to side. right? Like you're traveling through water. Let the head drop. And then we're going to come up, pressing through the heels, drop the head, drop the tail, and travel up front spine. Ah, lovely. Let's take one breath. Inhale, reach up. And as you're doing this, come back to center. Where's your center? Where's the firmest part of the body? The spine, the bones. Now, bring your weight into the right leg. I'm going to mirror you tonight. Bring your left big toe and dip it in the water. Could have your hands on your hips for this one. The standing leg, allow the knee to bend as you circle the toes. Let's exhale, bring it forwards, and you're circling it out in the same way, nice and slowly. Fluid attention. Twice more. Inhale, circle it out to the side. So my toe is hovering over the ground. I'm bending that front knee a little bit more now as you reach back. A little bit further. Exhale to bring it forwards. And this third time, we're getting ready to step back. Inhaling, leg out to the side. Step. Right, back foot parallel to the mat. Right toes pointing forwards. Okay, getting ready for Trikonasana. Lift your toes now as we reach up. Reaching up through the arms, and as you exhale, bend the knees. Right, like you're pushing roots down. Can you feel the suckers of the feet, what's touching? Inhale like you're drawing water up. But can you be conscious of how you're carrying weight through the bones of the legs? Exhale, bend the knees. Pushing your roots down. Inhale, drawing the water up. Now keep the legs straight as you exhale, bring the hands down. So can you really feel the support of both legs supporting the pelvis? Let's keep the legs still. Inhale, up and over with the arm. Let the spine bend. Exhale. So now see the arms nice and fluid. Inhale, up and over. Exhale. Really steady through the legs so you have this fluid spine. With your next exhale, just land. The arm just comes straight up. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale to look down. Exhale to look. Inhale, bring the palm. Turn it towards the floor. Straighten the arm. Exhale, bring the upper arm close by the ear. Inhale, look down. Lift the toes. Exhale, put the toes down as you look. 2 more breaths. Inhale, look down. Lift the toes. Exhale, look up, put the toes down. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Okay. Let's windmill. Let's go up and back again. Sorry. Inhale, up and back we go. Exhale, windmill, hands all the way to the floor. Okay. Now, maybe you can't touch the floor, so you can lift the front toes and just spin to the side. And we're just going to get fluid here through the legs joint, through the knee joints, through the legs. So you're bending one knee, straightening the other. Your hands could be up here if you're not touching the ground. Right? So you're transferring the weight of the pelvis in a circle. And see how that affects the feet. Right? Can you feel the weight moving from the heel to the little toe side edge to the ball, and then you go over to the other foot and feel it transferred to from ball, little toe side edge, heel. Right, let everything be free. Right? Moving your spine, fluid spine. Right, if you send your tail from side to side, how does that affect the spine? How does that affect the head? All right, nice. Turn to the end of your mat now, spinning on the bony parts of your feet. Okay. Come on up. Hands on the hips. Okay, now can you lean forwards and see if you can circle your toes out to the side? If you come forwards. Lovely. The same business on the other side. Lean your weight into the left leg and take the right leg out. And we're circling, so bringing the toes, as we inhale, circle them out to the side and back. Right? As you lean forwards and bend that front knee, take your right leg back. Exhale to come forwards. Inhale, going back again, bending the standing leg as you lean forwards. So the toes can be hovering. Exhale to come forwards. And this last time, preparing to step back. So really bend into the standing leg, lean forwards and step back as gracefully as you can. Lovely. Straighten both legs, lift the toe. So just prepare your ground. Look at your toes before you move up. Front toes pointing forwards. Lift the heel, oh sorry, not lift the heels, lift the toes. Yeah. Inhale up. Exhale, bend both knees. Pushing down through the roots and getting a sense of weight from in both leg bones. Inhale up, drawing water up the leg bones. Exhale, pushing your roots down. Inhale, drawing water up the bones of the right leg, the left leg. Can you feel both? Exhale. Okay, let's pause here now, bending the knees maybe. And then inhale, slowly straighten both legs. Draw it back, slowly straightening them, feeding them back to the pelvis. And then flip front palm up. Inhale, up and over. Exhale. Two more. Inhale, up and over. Exhale. And last one. Inhale, up and over. Okay, so as your legs are really firm here, so the spine is fluid, right? Don't collapse in the legs now, or don't let your hips go out to the side. No. So this opposite arm reaching up. Inhale, look down. Exhale, look up. And then inhale, turn the palm towards the floor. Reach the upper arm close by the ear. Inhale, looking down again. Lift the toes. Exhale, put your toe pads down as you look up. Inhale, looking down. Lift your toes. Exhale, look up. Put the toe pads down. Last one. Inhale, lift the toe. And exhale, look up. Now inhale, let's reverse the warrior. Exhale, go all the way down. Nice and fluid with your move. Lift the toes, spin on the heel, and again, fluid body. All right, circling the hips. And your feet like suckers, but can you feel the weight transferring in them? You can let the head drop if you like. Maybe mop the floor, maybe shrug the shoulders. Your spine, like a fish spine, like a shark spine. Fluid, and we have so much fluid in the spine. We have the intervertebral fluid and the cerebrospinal fluid. Okay, prepare to turn back towards the front, spinning on the bony parts of your feet. Take your time, come up. Fluid attention, fluid movement. Hands on the hips. Lean forward. Come on the back toes. And circle out to the side. Bring the foot forward. Inhale up off heels. And exhale, come down in a squat. Okay, now if you have knee issues, be careful here. Is this okay for your knees, Christine? Yeah, okay. So bring your head over the bottom. Right, everybody's knees okay? So could you wait at the bus stop the next time you're waiting for the bus or for your taxi? Like this. Be good, wouldn't it? So can you, I'm just going to come to the front and show you, we're going to move out of here. Can you frame one foot? Let's say it's your left knee. I'll mirror you. I see one hand is to the outside, one hand to the inside. And then take that circular movement again, circling the toe. Right, to bring the leg all the way forwards. Okay. And then, oh wait, bring it halfway back and see if you can lift up the leg. Just a little bit. You feel that? Bring it back. Is that okay, everyone? You taking deep breaths, Rosanna? Sit down. Sit down. Okay. So you've got your right leg forwards. Yeah. Everyone got your right leg forward. Step the left leg over now. Take a twist here. Left leg over. Now you might want to sit on the edge of, a small cushion so that your low back isn't rounding. Like if your low back is like that, and the round for me is more in the upper back when I do that. But if your low back is rounding, pop a cushion under your butt. And we're holding that knee with the right hand, left fingertips behind you, just for moral support. Make sure your shoulder, let's just free up, snake up that arm. Just free it up, right? Maybe we'll do the same with the right. Get some freedom, shrug it up. And then with your inhale, we rise up front spine, open back body. Exhale, turn the heart and the head. Inhale, come back. Rising up. Exhale, turn heart first. And then let the head follow. And we're turning to the left. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. Rise up front spine. Exhale, turn. So this is half Lord of the Fish's pose. We're getting really fishy tonight. Okay. You're turning all the way around. And just pause there now, breathing and making subtle adjustments with your spine. Inhale, rising up spine. Exhale, turn. But I'd like for you to move your belly. Okay. Rita was talking about the belly. So you can imagine then that you're stirring the waters in the belly opposite direction. Right, we're still in the twist. So your outer body is turning to the left, but the inner body is turning to the right. And we can help it, or we can just get a sense of that by allowing your belly to poof out as you inhale, relaxing pelvic floor. And then as you exhale, draw it in, using the muscles, your abdominal. Right, inhale, and you can imagine that that's helping the water turn internally. We're just breathing, inhale, let the water poof out. And then draw it in. It's just to help the inner body, give you a sense that, yoga is not just outer body, it's not all outer body muscle, it's interior. So come back to center. Okay, now before we move off, let's take the sole of that foot to the inside of the thigh. So the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh for Janu Shirshasana. Okay, your yanu is your knee and your shirsha is your head. So if the left knee is riding high, then take a rolled up blanket or something and put it in under the knee. Okay. All right, take your left hand to the outside of the right leg, right hand behind. And bend the knee a little bit, draw the toes back towards the knee. So inhale, rise up the spine, get long. And exhale, flowing down, sliding the hand towards the heel, drop the head. Now you might not be going very far, might look different to mine. Inhale, draw the toes back, sliding the hand back up, rise up the spine. Exhale, sliding down, point the toes. Drop the head. Inhale, come back. Now this time, reach back through the right arm. Exhale, down. Point the toes. Inhale, back up. And reach the arms straight up. Exhale, both arms down. Point the toes. Inhale, draw the toes back towards the knee, extend the spine. And exhale, let's hold it now for a breath. If that's comfortable for you, you might not be going quite as far as me. You're dropping the head. Inhaling. Exhaling. I'm just getting very quiet inside the body. Okay, inhale, come back up. Now, you can attempt to come back the same way as we went into. Okay, so bring the knee up, put the foot down. Now, if this is too much for you, you can just leave it out, okay? Lift your bottom, hands in front, and circle the leg back. Okay. So now framing the right knee. Take the left leg out, circle it out to the side. Okay. And you're going to attempt to lift that leg up just for a second to strengthen the hip. Do you feel that? Okay. Just for a second, bring it forwards and then sit down. Right, 7.5. Step the leg over. You're holding that knee in towards the chest. Right fingertips back for support. Inhale, get long through the spine, rise up. Exhale, turn the heart and the head to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, turning heart and head to the right. Now, remember to draw that knee in to open up to get a stretch in the thigh and the bottom. One more breath, inhale. And exhale to turn. Now see if you can turn again using the belly, relaxing your belly. And then drawing the muscles back towards the front of the spine. We do that a few times. This is the beginning of a practice of working with the guts. So you're self-massaging your guts here. You feel that? And the health of the gut, as we know now, is very important. The yogis knew it many years ago. Okay, inhale, come back to center. And take the sole of the foot to the inside of the thigh. And if your knee rides high, like mine is, you can pop something in under it to support it, to protect the knee. Okay. Okay for your knee, Christine? Yeah. Make sure it's okay for your knee as well, Jerry. You're on your stool. Yeah. If it's too much, Jerry, you can have the knee up. Okay, if you feel really unstable, you can have the knee up. Right, so we're going to do Yanushasana. Take your right hand to the outside of the left thigh, left fingertips behind. Inhale to rise up front spine, so lengthen it out of the pelvis, and then exhale to slide it. You might just be going a little bit forwards and keeping the spine straight. Inhale, come back. Draw the toes back. Exhale, point the toes, going down. Drop the head. Inhale, draw the toes back, bring the arm up. Reaching back through the fingertips. Exhale, go down. Keep the hand up. Inhale, go back again. Really reach back through the fingertips. Exhale, going down. Dropping the head. Inhale up. And this time, reach the arm all the way up. And forward and exhale down. Both arms down. Point the toes. Inhale, draw back. And for me, it feels very different. I don't know how it feels for you. So just notice if you feel any different. Exhale. Going down. Inhale up. And this time as we exhale, we'll go down. We'll hold it for a couple of breaths. Unless it's fair, if it's not comfortable for you, then you can move in and out with your back off if you need to, if it's too much. You can have the knee bent. See if you can get quiet in the body. So Jane, you could have a cushion under your bottom so that you get more feeling in the low back. Now we'll all feel it in different places. Okay, so if you're feeling a nice stretch, that's okay. But if you want to feel it more in the low back, you put a cushion under your bottom. So inhale will come up, and that goes for anybody else who wants more feeling in the low back. Guys, it's pretty much time for Shavasana. So maybe just to even things out, bring both feet in and take hold of the toes. This is cobbler's pose. This pose is supposed to be very good for your pelvis, right? For the health of the pelvis, the bladder. Okay, so you might watch TV like this. Inhale, lift the knees, forgot what they were called. Rise up front spine. And as you exhale, folding forwards, let the knees come down. And again, you could be on a cushion here to feel it more in the low back. Inhale. Just try it to see if it feels different. Try the cushion. Inhale, knees up. Exhale, folding forward. And we'll take one more. Inhale. Exhale, going forward. Now you can hold it here for a breath or two. And it's playtime. Okay, so if there's anything else, I'm really enjoying just being here. So we'll stay here for a breath. It's playtime, so if there's anything else that your body is craving, now would be a good time. I love spying on your knees. What does your body love, or what does your body need in this moment? Ah. Okay. So short playtime. Go when you're ready, get yourself set up for Shavasana. I love to see everybody doing something different. That's great, Christine. Christine's a great octopus tonight. So it's worth trying. If you're not putting your legs up the wall, it can be really nice to roll up, something around the size of a bath towel and put it under the knees. Or you could have one bath towel under each knee. So a little bend in the knees, a bit of support can help relax the back of the pelvis and the low back. So try these things, experiment with them and see if it works for you. Right, experimenting with what is the best way to support my head, being really fussy about these things, right? I know sometimes you just want to get on the floor. Oh my God, I just want to get on the floor. But you don't have the head too far off the ground, otherwise it's going to take it off the spine. And we have a habit of putting like too much height. Our pillows can be too high and it can not affect our shoulders and our spine. So just think about that. Vanda Scaravelli said use no pillow. She was a bit intense. When you sleep at night. You want to have the chin sort of parallel to the chest. Okay. So now we might be sighing out. Taking several sighs. This is a really good practice to get into. And just notice how that helps the body to let go. And as you're doing it, move your jaw from side to side. Right? The jaw reflects the pelvis. So we always relax the face first because it helps the rest of the body to flow. Relaxing your jaw and your lips helps to relax the pelvis. So invite the whole body now to drop into gravity. Whole body dropping into gravity. Inviting the weight of the head. Relax the skin on the forehead. Invite that sense of relaxation, like you're smoothing a sheet on a bed. With that same sense of care, going back through the layers. Layer by layer. skin, bone, brain. Travel to the space between the eyebrows. And relax layer by layer. And just relax the whole brain into the container of the skull. Bring your attention to the backs of the eyes and invite your liquid eyes to rest into the container of the eyeball, of the backs of the eyes. Relax your jaw, your lower jaw away from the upper part of the skull. Relax your lips. And feeling the moistness of the tongue. Relax the inside of your mouth. And relax your tongue, tip, center, root. Relax your throat. And invite that sense of relaxation to move out through the muscle and skin of your neck. Relax your shoulders. Relax the weight of the upper arms. Relax the weight of the forearms and the wrists. Relax the weight of the hands and each one of your fingers. Relax the weight of your spine and your ribs, resting them into the flesh of the back body. Relax the weight of the heart and the lungs into the back body. Imagine the weight of the internal organs under the diaphragm, like stones that have been dropped into water. And they're slowly settling, finding their way to the seabed, resting. traveling down through the seaweed garden of your guts. Relaxing, letting go. And then go all the way down into that pelvic bowl. Relaxing again. Contents. And inviting that softness to move out through the low back, the hips and the bottom, through the layers of your belly, and down through the layers of pelvic floor, relaxing outer genitals, perineum, anus, relax groins. Relax your thighs completely. Relax your knees. Relax your calves, shins, ankles. Relax the tops of the feet, soles of the feet. And relax each one of your toes. And let the whole body rest. Whole body rests. So just sensing and feeling the container of your body. Its relationship to the earth. Sensing and feeling how your body is being moved by breath. The wave of the breath. Coming in and going out. Allowing yourself to fully receive the inhale into every part of your body, into every cell. And then fully release the exhale. Beginning now to move your fingers and toes in rhythm. In rhythm with your breathing. When you're ready, you can begin to reach the arms overhead. Reach down through the legs. And stretch the whole body. Allow yourself to roll over onto one side. Sensing and feeling the ground again. And with fluid attention, coming up to sit. And you might draw out both sides of your pelvis. And then allow your pelvis and your legs to be nice and heavy. As if your pelvis is the anchor, filled with water. And the spine, like a frond of seaweed, just let it wiggle from side to side as you encourage it to rise up through the water. Now you could do Varuna Mudra, little fingertip on, resting the hands on the backs of the thighs, head resting on top of the spine, and just breathe here, breathing down, relaxing, letting the wave come down, letting the wave empty. And we'll use this breath then to chant our 3 Om. So when you're ready, let's inhale. Namaste, everybody. Thank you all for being here. And have a lovely week. We're back next week.
You too. Thank you very much, Orla.
You're welcome. Good night, Rosanna. Good night, Jane. Good night, Christine. Good night, Carmel.
Good night, Orla.
Good night, Rita.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Night.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Rita.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you.
Judith.
Bye now.
Good night, Cherry.
Night.
Good night, Carmel.
Good night, Orla. Thank you.
Night, Karma. Night, Jerry.
Good night, Cherry. Good night, Monty. Oh, I'm still recording. Oh my God, I forgot to stop the recording.